Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and I just watched the official Spider-Man Homecoming trailer, and I must tell you, I am pumped. My heart is racing. I love this trailer. I'm gonna just get that out the way, and I know it's gonna sound Marvel fanboyish, the fact that I say I love this trailer, but I really did. Now, to be fair, I've liked a lot of other Spider-Man trailers too. I like this trailer for Spider-Man 2. I even like the trailer for Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man. So I kind of biased, but let me put it this way: Spider-Man is one of my top 5 favorite superheroes because, and this I'm gonna get into the trailer in a second, but I just want to get this out the way first. This trailer does a great job of showing why Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes. It's because he's so relatable. There is not another character in comics more relatable than Peter Parker. This kid who at the same time he's this magnificent superhero who's one of the most well-known superheroes on the planet, and he's this awesome character, Spider-Man. But behind it, Peter Parker's just a kid trying to get through school, trying to, he has crushes, he has hopes and aspirations, he has all these things going on. He is the most hopeful superhero because he is one of the few superheroes who, he's doing, like, he is a superhero, but he's doing it because he thinks it's the right thing to do. But at the same time, he's still a kid, and he still has these growing pains, and he still hasn't evolved. And he's ever changing. It's not like other superheroes are already men who, they change, but they never quite so much change. Peter's growing up, and it's gonna be so cool to see him grow up in the MCU. It's already kind of cool to see him grow up in the MCU. He's a 16-year-old kid when this movie starts. So I just wanted to get that out the way. That's one of the things I love about Spider-Man. He's so relatable. He's, you can understand where he's coming from, and it's so hard in this movie. And I heard a complaint in the comments about the trailer saying that it kind of seems all over the place. But I made the argument, and the guy ended up agreeing with me that that's the point. Peter's life is all over the place. I mean, Green Lantern. I honestly didn't mean to say Green Lantern first, but you think about a Green Lantern, he's a Green Lantern. That's it. That's his job. That's what he does almost 24/7. Sure, Hal used to fly planes, but no one cares about doing that crap. That's his job. Even Don Stewart, that's his job. Tony, he's an Avenger, and he's a billionaire, but he doesn't even handle that crap. Batman, he's Bruce Wayne, he's pretending to be whatever, and he's doing this. Peter's life is hell because he actually cares about that stuff because he's a kid. He's not an adult who has these things rationalized. He's not an adult who has his priorities in check. He doesn't have his priorities in check. So his life is a fucking mess. He's like, I'm saving a bank from being robbed one day, then I'm being embarrassed in class the next day, then I'm meeting Tony Stark one night moment, and then I'm doing, his life is crazy. And I love that they captured that. This is the first movie I've seen that captured just how crazy Peter's life is, because in the other Spider-Man movies, he already left high school, so the crazy part about his life was keeping secrets from his loved ones. That was it. It was just to keep the secrets from his loved ones. Now you get to see him try to keep a secret from everyone, school, people he know. Why are you hanging around Tony Stark? I wonder if they're going to come up. Why are you hanging around Tony Stark? But let me get into this trailer. First of all, the trailer starts off with a funny Avengers gag where these guys are robbing a bank, and they're all wearing Avengers masks. And he's just like, it's like a quip Spider-Man would do. He just sits there and stares at the guys for like a couple seconds, and he's just like, and they turn around and see him. He's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you guys aren't the real Avengers. Hulk gave it away. Like, that's such a Spider-Man cheesy little line to throw out that Spider-Man would do, and he screws all those guys up with ease. And then he like dodges this guy upside down and throws him. He's just like, that was awesome. I love that because he's a 16-year-old kid. Then he like kind of skips to showing a day in the life of Spider-Man. He's sitting here with his friend who I don't know what his name is yet. I don't think it came out what his name is. And then she's staring at this girl, Liz. I think it's like Liz. I can't remember her last name. She is in the comic because she dated Flash Thompson, but he's sitting there staring at her, and he's just like, oh, she got a new top? And he's like, oh, that skirt's new. And he's like, man, we keep staring at her. It's going to be awkward. And then the one girl, I can't remember, Zendaya's character just was like, yeah, it's awkward. He's like, no, you guys are losers. He's just like, just fuck with us. Girls people like that who just fuck with you in high school. And then it kind of cuts to him talking to Tony, and I'm like, oh, here's that relationship again. And he's asking Tony, like, well, because he's excited. He's like, what am I do? I'm gonna do. Is there some special things I have to do to be an Avenger? And he's like, Tony's just like, don't do anything I would, and definitely don't do anything I wouldn't. So there's a gray area. You live in there. And I love this relationship that they're already building, and especially in this trailer, that Tony is trying to look out for Peter. Because if you really think about it, he brought him into the fold. He brought Peter into the fold. Peter is like, Spider-Man is a big thing now, probably, since he was fighting in that thing in Germany, when the big Avengers Civil War fight happened, so people know who he is more now than ever. Actually, the shit's on YouTube, so people know who he is. So it would be interesting. So of course, now he feels a bit of responsibility to make sure that this kid's okay, to make sure that this kid's going to be on the right path. Because essentially, and he sees himself in the kid. You've seen it in Civil War. You saw like kind of tit for tat, and you saw that he saw himself in the kid. So now you're going to see him try to mold him into a better hero. Because he's telling him, he's like, look, I know school's boring. Trust me, I know. And it's kind of the dad talk. It's kind of the dad talk of like, look, I know school's boring, but look, you got to keep your feet to the ground. Leave the big shit to the Avengers, and which would be a thing. Like, you feel like in this world, see, this is the kind of cool thing about living in Spider-Man's world, because he can beat a kid. Because I get the feeling this story is gonna really be about. It's gonna be about three things mainly. I think it's gonna be about three things. Three things gonna be the main thing of this story, which is gonna be Spider-Man proving to Tony and the rest of whoever's in the rest of the Avengers that he can hang, that he can do this by himself, that he can do this, that he can hold his own. And Spider-Man, dealing with school things, probably Homecoming, and there's going to be a little bit of things going there, and keeping the hidden secret from Aunt May, and all of that good stuff. And I think it's going to be a really good thing for Tony, because I think Tony's going to find something that really helps him deal with all the crap that happened in Civil War by helping this kid out. I think this is going to help both characters. I'm happy that Iron Man's in this because it makes sense, and it really is an introduction to Spider-Man to the MCU. I thought Civil War was an introduction, but seeing him talk to Rob Downey Jr. more, and that end shot of him and Iron Man flying side by side, Spider-Man swinging and Iron Man swinging, some people are going, I don't know, man, maybe you shouldn't be in this. I'm like, dude, that is a shot that you have to know that I never thought I would ever see. Granted, I did see it in Civil War, but like, it wasn't like prevalent. No, this is prevalent. This is, Iron Man and fucking Spider-Man are sharing a screen together. Two of the biggest heroes today right now are sharing a screen together, and it was awesome. And you get the feeling that, and this is what I'm pretty much saying is going to happen. He's not going to put the Iron Man suit on till the very end. He's not going to put the Iron Man suit on till the end. Either he's going to get captured by Michael Keaton, or he's going to get hurt. Something's going to happen. But he's not going to put it on to the very end. And it's going to be one of those deals where Spider-Man does most of the legwork throughout the entire movie, and Iron Man just kind of comes in at a vital time to give Peter a help, but not like help, and like, it's kind of like because he's not in this world alone, and he doesn't have to do it alone. He can do it alone, but he don't have to, and that's like the important thing about this MCU, which I think they do well. It's like, yeah, you can do it. We've seen a bunch of Spider-Man movies where he saves the day by himself. We know he can save the day by himself. It would be just a play-by-play Spider-Man movie if Iron Man and these different things weren't in it. But when you put Iron Man in it, when you put Tony in it, we have that relationship between them that, DC's trying to rip off with The Flash and Batman, which is totally not a real thing. This is a real thing. This is a comic book accurate thing. Tony Stark is a mentor to Spider-Man in the comics. So it makes such sense. I'm loving it. I love the trailer. And I'm going to get to the Vulture. The Vulture looked awesome. I was worried about the Vulture because, if you've ever seen the Vulture, he's got kind of feathers and he's got this weird suit that you're like, how? But like, I love that his claws on his his feet and the claws on his feet, and the way that his repellers look like the engines off of a helicarrier, the shield helicarrier that turns invisible. It looks just like the engines off of that. And Michael Keaton looked pretty intimidating when he was giving that line of "Don't screw with me, because I'll kill you and everyone you love." And he got that intense look on his face. I can't wait to see that. I mean, man, there's so much to digest in this trailer, and I can't wait to see the second. I got 8 months for this movie to come out, and I am pumped. Marvel is kicking my ass. The Guardians trailer kicked my ass. This trailer kicked my ass. I can't. What the fuck is the Thor Ragnarok trailer gonna do? The Thor Ragnarok trailer might murder me in the freaking distance. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see Iron Man, more interaction between Iron Man and Peter. I can't wait to see the other villains that you didn't get to see, like the Shocker and the Tinkerer. You're gonna get to see them because they're in this movie, so you're gonna get to see them too. I can't wait to see Flash Thompson. You didn't get to see Flash, so you didn't get to really see Marissa Tomei. You saw her in a little scene. You didn't really get to see Happy. He was in the background. So I can't wait for the second trailer whenever that comes out, probably like later. But this trailer, as a first trailer, I thought it was great. I loved it. I like the tone they're going for. I like the lines. The jokes hit me. Most of the jokes hit me, and if they didn't hit me, they made me chuckle. I think they're doing a great job with what they're doing. Now, Marvel put themselves in a great spot because if this goes bad and it turns out it's a bad movie, technically Marvel didn't make this movie. Sony did. Sony has final say on everything about this movie. Marvel doesn't have final say on everything about this movie. So, Marvel Studios, Disney / Marvel Studios put themselves in such a great position. If this movie goes bad, they can just be like, shit, we didn't make it. We were there. We was in the room. But we didn't make it. We was in the room, you know. We said, hey, maybe you should do this. And they said, nah. We was like, okay, go ahead. But you're going to take it out of our universe. It ain't like this movie's going to affect our universe. But that's literally what Marvel could do, like, if they want to. So Marvel put themselves in a great position with this movie. I think it's going to be a smash, because even Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a smash hit. So I'm pretty sure it's still going to be good. I'm looking forward to this. I'm just pumped. I need to calm myself down. This happens every time. Every time I see an awesome trailer. This happened to me after I saw the Star Wars trailer. This happened to me after I saw the Civil War trailer. This happened to me after I saw the Batman vs. Superman first trailer. This keeps happening to me. My heart keeps pumping, and I can't sleep, and all I'm thinking about is that trailer and digesting the shit out of it. And right now, I'm digesting the shit out of it as we speak. So I'm going to end this video before I go on a tangent. It can go for an hour long because I am looking so forward to this. Spider-Man is back, baby! And he's back with the MCU! Whoa! Thank you. Leave a comment below. Did you see it? What did you think of the trailer? Please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you.